Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to Level-Headed News. I'm your host, Brenda. The 30th day of November 2016, last day of this month. We're trying a new format. What I'm doing is just bringing you groups of like articles at a time instead of doing the whole hour and a half broadcast that I normally do. If you like the way we're doing this new format, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Share it around to people. This makes it a little quicker for you to get the articles that you're more interested in, I think. But if you'd rather me do the old format, well, we can go back to that. But we're trying something new. This particular broadcast is about the nutritional drink Ensure. And this is not a new article. This came out back in April. But I had not heard of this. So I thought I would bring it to you. Perhaps there are some of you that hadn't heard this as well. The article is off of althealthworks.com, and it is entitled, "I Wouldn't Feed This Stuff to a Dying Animal. Terminal Hospice Patient Exposes Truth About Ensure Nutritional Drinks." Carol Krause, a former reporter for the Herald Times of Bloomington, Indiana, had to retire from her journalism career because of an ovarian cancer diagnosis. Before she passed away in February, she wrote a blog titled Stories by Carol, highlighting the best and worst of her last days. A few months ago, she started having digestive issues, which could no longer eat normal food. What hospice workers brought her as meal replacements horrified her. Krause writes, "Hospice had the very best of intentions, but the stuff they sent over was not real food. In fact, I'm outraged at the idea that they feed this stuff to dying people." Provided Krause was a bag full of products by Ensure, pudding shakes, and a drink that pretends to be apple juice. All three are full of chemicals with about as much actual nutritional value as most commercial junk food, and these drinks are meant to be the nutritional lifeline for people who are extremely sick. Ensure is owned by Abbott Nutrition, one of the worst examples of big food corporation masquerading as a healthy alternative you'll ever see. The company has deep ties to the medical industry, and as such, you can find their products in just about every hospital today, which is bad news for millions of patients who are just trying to get healthier. Ensure is a brand by Abbott that nutritional shakes and drinks. It makes big claims to customers as such as, number one, doctor recommended, and we're a leader in nutritional science. But in reality, their products are as far away from healthy meal as you can get. Sadly, these products are often given to patients in extremely poor health who need proper nutrition the most. Instead, when consuming these products, they are receiving the following: preservatives, fillers, and chemicals. To make matters worse, Abbott Nutrition is a member of the notorious pro-GMO organization, the Grocery Manufacturers Association, and to date has given nearly $1 million to fight against GMO labeling in the United States. Does this sound like the type of company whose products you should be feeding your loved ones? After you see these products and their ingredients, you'll have the answer. Here, therapeutic nutrition. The front of the package for Ensure Clear portrays an orange drink with an apple next to it. The back of the package is quick to verify, however. This product contains no apple juice or any juice. Instead, its two main ingredients are water and sugar. It also contains the following: toxins, chemicals, and pesticides. Corn syrup solids are made of dehydrated corn syrup, which is 100% glucose, a type of sugar that adds to the risk of obesity. Corn syrup is also almost always made from GMO corn and has been linked to diabetes and cancer. Cupric sulfate is actually a pesticide and fungicide that's toxic and can cause gastrointestinal issues, anemia, and even death at high doses. It's also genotoxic, meaning it can cause the cells to mutate due to genetic damage. Chromium chloride is toxic and negative effects on the reproductive system for both men and women, stomach problems, abnormal bleeding, and ulcers. Sodium selenate is a toxic ingredient produced by byproduct of copper metal refining, yet it's often labeled as a nutrient. The Environmental Protection Agency has classified it as dangerous. Natural and artificial flavors can include a row of different chemicals, often derived from inorganic sources, and are harmful to health, adding to the contributions for illness and in the whole body, including different types of cancers. Synthetic vitamins. While our bodies, especially when sick, do require a lot of vitamins, there's huge difference between natural vitamins derived from food or natural sources versus synthetic vitamins. Unfortunately, the vitamins contained in Ensure products and other commercialized health foods and supplements are almost always synthetic and are manufactured with chemicals. Generally speaking, when a new study comes out that claims that some vitamins are toxic at high levels, this is because only the synthetic version of it has been studied, yet it gets lumped together with natural vitamins. Synthetics do not get absorbed by the body in the same way as natural vitamins because they have been isolated. They are separated from entire vitamin complex and trace minerals and enzymes. What a synthetic vitamin is lacking, the body tries to make up for by itself and depletes its existing nutrients in the process, as explained by organic consumers. This process results in an overall negative health effect while minimizing any gains that could have been achieved by the supplement, according to Nutricon. The Truth About Vitamins and Supplements reported the Hippocrates Health Institute. Other ingredients include dialpha coctoferol acetate. It's a synthetic kind of vitamin E. Not only is the synthetic kind only 12% as effective as natural vitamin E, it's often created as a byproduct of petrochemical dependent manufacturing process. It also has been associated with an increased risk of hemorrhagic stroke, DNA damage, and other adverse effects. Ferrous sulfate, a synthetic form of iron, and can cause constipation, nausea, allergic reactions, and gastrointestinal issues. Niacinamide. It's a synthetic form of vitamin B3 and lists of side effects includes a few dozen conditions, including liver failure. Manganese sulfate is made from reaction between manganese oxide and sulfuric acids, often used in paints and varnishes, fertilizers and fungicides, and ceramics. Besides medicine, manganese itself is a mineral. Calcium phentonate is a synthetic substance made from pantothenic acid, trying to mimic natural vitamin B5. Vitamin A palmate is a synthetic form of vitamin A, which, like many others above, can cause liver damage and stomach issues. Zinc sulfate is an organic form of zinc, can be toxic to cells as well as dangerous to the environment. Sodium molybdate is a chemical form of sodium and has shown to have negative effects on fertility in animals. Other synthetic vitamins are also included, and additional ingredients are whey protein isolate, likely from cows fed GMO corn, citric acid, ascorbic acid, and a synthetic form of vitamin C that's usually inorganic and hard for the body to digest, folic acid, biotin, and vitamin D3. This is just the ingredients list of one of Ensure's top products. As you can see, it's basically nutritionally worthless compared to real honest food. Carol's call for action. Soup is good food. Pudding can be good food too if it has real milk and an egg in it. But it's swill, or try this, but this swill, I don't know what other word to call it, from hospice is completely vile, Krause wrote in her blog in September of 2015. It's not real food, only a collection of starches, sugars, artificial flavors, and nutritional powders all mixed into water. Like many people are beginning to realize, to pretend that Ensure and similar drinks are real food can be dangerous to a person's health, Krauss wrote. Maybe someone who spends their life eating at fast food joints wouldn't object to eating Ensure products, but I do, because I know the difference between real food and fake food. I wouldn't feed this stuff to a dying animal, let alone a dying human being. If you agree, let the hospital management know, or snipe at them via social media until they begin to pay attention. I think it's time for a food fight. So there you have it. That article for. We'll see you on the next video.